Sensel is pushing the music technology boundaries and giving you some pretty cool comprehensive control surfaces which are fun and useful. But is it worth the price? Let's see what it can do. Let's get the price out of the way. It's $250 for the main unit and an overlay of your choice. That sounds like a lot, but if you consider that you can transform it from a piano to drum pads to a full control surface that's MPE and Bluetooth capable, I mean, it's one connection for everything. But does it justify the cost? I mean, this would be perfect for music on the go, right? It's a lot thinner than your average portable keyboard, but then you don't get the feel of the keys and knobs. I kind of miss that. Let me break things down for you. Form factor, super cool. It's a little heavier than expected, like a light iPad. These overlays are also a little heavier than expected too. So what does it feel like? Well, this feels like a silicone surface. It's smooth like a C-board, but without the pressability. It's solid and you can't press in it too much. I actually find that if you want to play soft, you really have to be gentle, and playing harder means you really have to bang on it. So how does this thing work? Well, each overlay can be customized with controls. Of course, you don't need to do that with the piano and the drums. They work just fine right out of the box. And when you switch the overlays, you don't need to reconfigure anything. The Sensel Morph recognizes the overlay and configures the functions automatically. So when you put on the piano overlay, for example, then it automatically knows to treat any touch on that overlay as a piano touch. When you put on the drum overlay, it automatically recognizes the drum areas. And the same thing applies for the music production overlay. With the music production overlay, you can use the Sensel app to specify what each of these pads does, what each of these knobs do. It's pretty easy to do in the app, and you have a mini little keyboard at the bottom too. The Sensel app is a little temperamental. I had to close and restart it to make sure it's saved to the overlays properly. Now, the music production overlay template for Ableton Live will control device settings and drum pads, and the tiny section down here actually works like a keyboard. At the top, you've got play, stop, and record, and you can change the settings for the MPE, pitch bend, things like that. I customized the Ableton template myself so that the top row triggers clips, and as you saw, it worked really well. The concept is super cool. One device with switchable overlays, so you have multiple devices in one. I like that. Does it replace a regular MIDI keyboard and traditional drum pads? For me, not quite. I miss pressing keys for sure, and the tactile knobs. Now, is this a good alternative for a Rolly C board or a light pad? Well, it doesn't have the same feel, so getting expressive doesn't feel as natural as it does with the Rolly products. That's what Rolly got really right, in my opinion. Now, of course, since this is MPE compatible, I actually tested it out with the Rolly Equator software, and it worked pretty well. I had some technical issues when I was connecting via Bluetooth. It was spotty for me. I haven't had Bluetooth problems with Rolly devices. Connecting the Morph with the USB cable worked flawlessly. From a pianist perspective, the Sensel Morph is a hard sell. But for just inputting some notes and having a little bit of tactile feel, it's decent. Now don't forget, you can get other overlays for the Sensel Morph that help you do other things like edit video, draw, or you can even create your own overlay to do whatever you want. If you consider that, this device might be right for you. Now I can't say that this is a must-have device. For some people, it may meet their needs, but it's certainly a glimpse into the future, and Sensel is on that track. If you found this video useful and it helped you make up your mind about the Sensel Morph, hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Keep making the music that you love and check out one of these videos next. See you guys later.